This is Peter Clayton with TotalPicture Radio. I'd like to share with everyone an excerpt of an interview recorded with Bill Kutik, co-chairman of the HR Technology Conference. The third annual Candidate Experience Awards, the CandEs, will be presented during HR Tech at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas on October 7th. You'll find the complete interview with Bill in the Big Picture channel of Total Picture Radio. That's TotalPicture.com.
There's one other thing I really want to talk a little bit about, and it has to do with my personal involvement in it, and that's the Candidate Experience Awards, which, once again this year will be announced at the HR Technology Conference, and there's going to be a panel discussion with some of the winners the following day after the winners have been announced. And I know that you are somewhat involved in the Candidate Experience Awards as well. So talk to us a little bit about that and how that really fits into your conference.
It fits into our conference like hand in glove. And when Elaine Orler, who was the driving spirit behind it, the CEO of Talent Function, who will be giving her own separate presentation trying to make sense of the always jumbled and cluttered and confusing technology marketplace in recruiting. When Elaine came to me with that idea, my immediate reaction was, perfect, absolutely perfect. Because we're in a time when there aren't enough jobs, there are tons of candidates, and the easy and natural thing for corporations to do is to treat them badly, because there's so many of them. And here you're proposing to set up a series of awards, very rigorously judged, for companies who treat candidates well during that whole application experience. And pardon me if I'm repeating myself from last year, but when I heard the idea, I said, Elaine, you're going to get bigger than the HR Technology Conference so soon. You're going to have to hold these awards in the Kodak Theater where the Oscars are held. And I've agreed to be on her board of advisors. And you're right, they changed it this year, partly on my suggestion, partly on their own perception, because last year they actually gave out the awards at the conference session, which didn't leave much time for education for the other people in the audience who wanted to know, hey, what'd you do to win this award, and how do you do things differently there than we do it, and teach me something. That's what I'm here for, to learn stuff. And so now this year, Elaine is hosting a party, or the CandEs are hosting a party Monday night where they'll actually give the awards out, and then Tuesday at the conference, as you say, some of the winners will be in a panel which someone will moderate, either Elaine or Ed or Jerry, and draw out from them just exactly what it is that they do that makes them so special. And you're probably aware that the way they find out what they do is they accept self-nominations from corporations, and I think their number has doubled this year from last year.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just caught on like wildfire. And then, in order to move forward in the process, the corporations have to agree to ping their candidates with the CandEs survey and ask them to fill it out. Well, Elaine was telling me that this year, I think, they've gotten 12,000 candidates to fill out that survey. That's a significant database.
It is, and what's really interesting about that, Bill, is this is a very thorough survey that they do. This is not something you do in 5 minutes. Someone who decides to go through and actually fill one of these things out is spending about a half an hour doing so. So it really says to me how important candidates feel this is for them to take the time. And of course, these are candidates who weren't given job offers with these organizations.
Oh, right. So they don't have that bias.
Exactly. Yeah. This is everyone.
Right.
And that's part of the deal, is you have to give us everyone who's applied for a job, whether they were offered a job or not.
Right.
And I think that's what really becomes revealing in the statistics.
Oh, absolutely. So that's a real survey and real data, and I'm sure nobody wants to hear that more than the responsible heads of talent acquisition at those companies. But it just keeps growing and growing every year. They have a UK affiliate now this year, right? which is not tied to them, but does use their methodology, and all the rest. So yeah, no, the CandEs I think have been a terrific addition to HR technology, and I'm delighted that Elaine, doesn't feel like she has to move to the Kodak Theater.